A lot of people are talking about what happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, but looking at it through an event planning perspective, I had a question. What happened to the food? According to the president of the White House Correspondents Association, about 2,600 unserved meals were preserved and donated to shelters instead of being thrown away. That's important because food waste at events are very real. When you're planning a large event, especially one with thousands of people, you can't just think about what food is being served. You also have to think about what happens if the food isn't served. If an event gets interrupted, delayed, or canceled, or the attendance changes, there's a lot of prepared food just sitting there. And let's be honest, it's not a good look if that food gets thrown out, especially at a high-profile event with that type of food, and especially if there are organizations in that community that could use the food. It's not as simple as saying just donate it. There are details that has to be figured out ahead of time. Can that food be legally donated? Has it been served or is it still untouched? How is it being stored? How long has it been sitting out? And who's approved to receive it? Who transports it? And who signs off on it? It's extremely helpful if the hotel or caterer already has a food rescue partner. This needs to be found out before the event, not during. Because in the middle of an emergency or even just a major change in a program, you don't want your team trying to figure out what to do with hundreds or thousands of meals. You want a plan already in place. That's why food rescue should be part of the event planning conversation. You don't treat it as an afterthought, but as an operations plan. So ask your venue, do you have a donation process? Do you work with a local shelter or food rescue organization? What food can and can't be donated? Who handles packaging and transportation? And how quickly does that need to happen? This isn't about just reducing waste. It's about being responsible and making sure that if something doesn't go according to plan, your team still makes a good decision. And that's what stood out to me with this dinner. There was action taken. There was coordination. There was a way to move that food from that event to people and organizations that could use the food. This is a community responsibility issue, an operations issue, and a reputation issue all rolled into one. I mean, think about it. If thousands of meals had been thrown away, that would have been just another headline that association would have not have wanted. So don't just plan the meal, plan the backup, plan the donation process, plan the responsible next step. That's event planning.